Hey guys, Hades here. Going to talk a little bit about Halloween in this one. Okay, what is Halloween? What happens on Halloween? And you can disregard that third question. Okay, if you recognize that picture, it's from one of the Halloween movies, with Michael Myers. I believe Halloween 2. People carve pumpkins on Halloween. This dates back to the ancient Celts actually hanging the severed heads of their enemies above their doorways to ward off evil spirits. So I guess it's better today to hang pumpkins instead of severed heads. What is a carved pumpkin called? What else do people do on Halloween? Okay, we'll talk more about those two questions. Bobbing for apples is a traditional Halloween game. You cannot use anything but your mouth. It's actually very difficult because when you try to put your mouth on them, you're just pushing the apples down unless you could open your mouth very widely. We did this one year when I was teaching in web, and one student won. He got 9 apples. That was because he would shove his entire head into the bucket and push the apple all the way down to the bottom so he could press the apple against the bottom, and then it was very easy for him to bite the apple. But it's not easy. You're going to have to shove your head all the way in there. Okay, I don't think I had a slide for this, but when you take a pumpkin and carve it, after that it's called a jack-o'-lantern, right? So before it's a pumpkin, but after it's carved, it's called a jack-o'-lantern. And often for children, they will go trick or treating on Halloween. What is trick or treating? In medieval Europe, people would walk the streets and pray for souls in return for bread cakes, right? So poorer people would pray for the souls of people who had more money, their family members who had died, and then people would give them bread cakes. In the past, people believed that wearing terrifying costumes would frighten away the souls of the dead, who on All Hallows Eve could wander in the physical world. So today, children wear costumes and go door to door. They knock on the door and they say trick or treat, right? And then the people will give them candy. Trick or treat means if you don't give me candy, we're going to play a trick on you. And traditionally, the costumes were scary, but today, of course, not so much. People dress up like Iron Man or Disney princesses or whatever they want to. So the costumes no longer have to be scary. When I used to teach in Wuhan, and I guess Guangzhou and a little bit Nanjing, we would have Halloween parties. I didn't do that in Foshan because I was at a university, just a different environment. And a costume contest can encourage people to put a lot of time and effort into a great costume. And we'd have costume contests. Some people would just come, put a little makeup on their face, or just buy a mask, but others would put a lot more effort into their costume. And today, people still do that. Even adults might do that. And Halloween is a time where people like to watch horror movies, probably starting the beginning of October. Of course, many people watch horror movies year round, but a lot of television stations, when October starts and Halloween starts getting closer, they will have a lot of horror movies. And some channels will broadcast scary movies all day long. That's part of Halloween. When I was younger, in my, I don't know, let's say 20s, I still celebrated Halloween. Maybe go to a party with friends, dress up. But near the end of the evening, there were certain horror movies I liked to watch. Okay, and adults will often wear costumes and go to parties and drink a lot. And the last, I don't know, let's say 20 years or so, A lot of women will wear very sexy costumes. That's just something that's kind of evolved. Not all women, but a lot of them. They try to see who can wear the sexiest costume. That's for adults, of course, not for children. You can ignore the rest of that because that pertained to web students. Okay, guys, thank you. That was my really quick Halloween one. If I forgot anything about Halloween you'd like me to answer, it was real quick. Or if you have anything else to say, please leave it in the comments. This was just supposed to be a quick introduction to Halloween. Okay, guys, hope you have a good Halloween. And thank you, and see you next time. Bye bye.